Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. This is part 1 of my 3-part Paramecia type devil fruit video. As you can see, there are 3 shulker boxes. Number 1, of course, number 2, and number 3. We're only going to be focusing on, obviously, shulker box 1 for this video because, well, it's a 3-part series. Let's grab the devil fruits. Okay, as you can see, I have all the part 1 devil fruits. Let's start off with the Nomi. It has 3 abilities: Diamond Body, Brilliant Punk, and Kakaboshin Knuckle. Let's just rearrange this for a sec. This is Brilliant Punk, and so I think most Paramecia types have like a Haki type thing, like either full body hardening or just hardening. But this one has both. Yeah, it's pretty useful. Even against it can probably equal. It can probably rival most Haki users in this mod. I don't know. I don't have a server. Next up is the Doco Nomi, which is Magellan's fruit from Impel down. This might seem like a pretty cool fruit, but if you do some researching, you will see that it gives the user extreme tummy problems and is probably not worth it if you don't want to spend several hours on the toilet each day. Now, let's try all the abilities. First up is Venom Demon. As the name suggests, turns you into a Venom Demon. And it looks pretty cool, not gonna lie. And it also spreads poison everywhere, so it's pretty cool. Next up is this. I don't know what that does, but apparently, maybe it. I don't know what that was. Let's just wait for this to do something. I don't know what that did. That's probably another poison spraying thing. And then this is the Haki, the full body hardening this time. Yeah, I think it's pretty useful, especially since toilets don't exist in this game, so you won't have to poop. And this is probably really good for defeating your enemies. Next up is the Nomi, Whitebeard/Blackbeard's fruit. As you can see, I'm staying far away from the shulker boxes because this is a very destructive fruit. First, let's try out Gekashin. Ooh. Yeah, I think your opponents are gonna have a hard time beating that. That forces vibrations into your opponent's skull. This is like some sort of armament Haki one. And yeah, creates a huge explosion. No, this is the armament Haki. And this one does absolutely nothing. Now let's try Shattering Leap. Last time I tried that, it killed me. Don't know what happened there, but that's good. Next ability. Now, for the Mane Nomi, Unclay's Fruit. This really can't do anything for me because I don't have another player in this world. If I did, then I'd display the abilities. But anyways, it's pretty good for impersonating and infiltrating enemy spaces. If you can be bothered actually thinking. No offense, but the average One Piece Devil Fruit user is pretty dumb. Not that any of you are One Piece Devil Fruit users, but anyways, I really can't use this ability right now. Next up is the Betanomi, which, as you can see, turns you into a giant. This probably doesn't improve your damage, but I think you can stomp on people, so that's good. It's honestly not a very good fruit because it just makes you a bigger target to hit. For snipers or whatever. Anywho, next up is the Nomi, which again I can't really use unless I have like another player, because most mobs that fill up my karma counter or whatever will kill me. Yeah. Let's try the next ability. Yet again, I have run away from the shulker boxes because this is another very destructive fruit. Let's test it out. First, Dragon's Roar. It's a really good ranged attack that creates explosions wherever the things go. Then this one just creates a bigger explosion, but for trade-off, it doesn't go multiple times. It only goes once. This is a very, very useful fruit if you want to destroy your opponents really quickly. But I'm not here to talk about battle strategies. I'm here to tell you about all the Paramecia types. So let's go on to the next fruit. Next up is the Chiyu Nomi. This little fruit does the absolute opposite of what the last fruit did. This one I think kills. This one I don't actually know what it does. And this one I can't actually use really, but it could be really good for defensive qualities. Okay, let's go on to the next fruit. Next up is the Paramecia, or the Chop fruit. This was eaten by the Yonko Buggy, who probably doesn't deserve the title. But anyways, let's let Oda have his fun. First is Bara Split. As you can see, I had split from my body. Now it's Bara Car. I have just turned into a car, and I can move pretty fast. This is Bara Ho. It launches my fist towards the enemy, towards an enemy. I need a target for this, so let's spawn one in. I have summoned a thingy from the thingy, and now I'm going to do thingy to it. Don't know what that did. Actually, never mind. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can use this. Anyways, next ability. Next up is the Slip fruit. Alvida's fruit from the Cross Guild. This just makes you really slippery. Yeah, not much content here. But it does reflect some attacks, so okay. But not very good for the nether, I think. Next up is the Nomi. I think this only increases your team's spirit. Your NPC team's spirit. Yeah, I don't think this is very useful. Next up is Kruma's fruit, the pawpaw fruit. Shall I summon a test subject? I have summoned a new test subject. Now let's use this ability. No, it didn't just instantly kill him. That sent him flying hundreds of blocks in the air. Basically he's dead anyways. Pain repel, I guess this repels pain. Was that a teleport? I think that creates an explosion, maybe? Yeah. Don't know what that did. That's just a powerful version of the last attacks. And then there's this ability, which creates a giant, and I mean absolutely jaw-droppingly gigantic explosion. Yeah, I don't think it's going to explode anything from here, though. Let's try that again. See? Creates like a nuclear bomb explosion or something. It's not actually that gigantic. I exaggerated, but it's pretty big. Anyways, next ability. Now is the Nomi, or the flower fruit. This creates body parts. Now I've created wings and I can stay off the floor. I don't know what that did. Okay, well, that's probably very useful for combat, but not very useful for me. Anyways, next ability. Next up is the Whisper fruit. Now, you might be wondering, why is there a sheep in the background? That's because this lets you talk to animals or something. Oh, the weather won't ever change, it seems. I don't know what that did, and I don't know actually. I think it just makes them your friends. Friends. Ugh, that yucky word. Next up is the cook fruit. Let's grab all the abilities. If you want infinite food, this one is for you. You'll never ever have to go hungry ever again, because using this ability, it can summon infinite caves. And I need a sword. Oh look, a conveniently placed Yoru. How convenient. Anyways, snipe. Don't know what that did. And then go metamorphosis. Okay, no, I didn't turn into a cave. Anyways, if you ever get hungry, just take one bite. Although I did hear that it tasted absolutely terrible. The cake. Oh wait, that's what Go Metamorphosis does. It gives you like a ton of food. And let's make some more. let's make some more cakes for the fun of it. Anyways, next abilities. Next up is the Betanomi, or the snot fruit. This probably should be a Logia, though, because it lets. Oh wait, no, it probably shouldn't actually. Because it only lets you like turn partially into snot and spray snot everywhere, so it doesn't really. It doesn't have like a sword ability, so nah. Okay, that's a dash attack and mucus or something. I guess that's like a aura or something. I don't know. Now, let's watch my mucus for about now. Okay, well, next ability now. Next up is the Nomi. This just makes you silent. Not much to it, actually. Next up, and the final fruit for this entire video, is the Peranomi. Pespero and Charlotte Pespero's fruit of the Big Mom Pirates. This lets you basically control candy and stuff. That's the elevator or whatever. I don't know what that does. I guess that's like a. Okay, that created a big bit of candy, and now candy wave. That honestly looks really good. Like if you could lick it, like honestly. I know that sounds sus, but like honestly, if you could have this fruit, would you take it? Let me know down in the comments below. Bye everyone.